We have a tradition at Choose Chicago during our annual meetings, and we're going to keep that tradition going even today, and that is our Champion Award. It's a very special award where we acknowledge an individual who's brought great publicity, great attention, great energy for our great city, and an example of excellence. And this year is no different. In a moment, I'm going to introduce you to this year's champion, but before I do, he recently was honored. Each year, CNN has the CNN Heroes Award every December. Our very own Chicagoan Jahkil Jackson was honored, and let's watch that tape now.
I am in 7th grade. I go home and do homework. Basketball, tap dance.
Jahkil is a typical 12-year-old. He just happens to have an organization that he runs.
I do see a lot of homeless people around Chicago. It did make me sad to see how people were living out on the streets. I really wanted to help. So we thought of the different things that can help those in need on a daily basis. We decided to call them blessing bags. Here you go. You're welcome. We have these packing parties. All of the friends and family and volunteers come out and help. Make sure you get two of these, and everything else is one. You grab this one, you grab this one. Then we go on an assembly line, we keep going and going and going. Good job. 11, 12.
It really upsets him to see people on the street. It just really does something to his soul.
God bless you. It is important to me to get to hand out the bags personally. God bless.
Thank you.
When I see the smile on their faces, it gives me a smile on my face to know that I'm helping others. Thanks. You're welcome.
Thank you, young lady. Thank you, young man.
I do also go to shelters to distribute the bags. You're welcome. God bless. Have a nice day.
You have a heart of gold. Continue what you're doing and don't stop.
I think that me giving them blessing bags gives them hope. It tells them that there are people out there that actually care. There are a lot more homeless people that I need to help. I do have a lot of work to do.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome CNN hero and Chicago hero, Jahkil Jackson. Jahkil, welcome. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Project I Am.
So Project I Am is an organization that builds awareness to homelessness, providing blessing bags for those in need. I started this organization when I was about 8 years old, and now I'm 12, so 4 years of doing this amazing organization. I'm very proud of myself. And I started this organization because when I was 5 years old, I went to go feed the homeless with my aunt and my cousins. And this is my first real experience with the homeless, so I saw how they lived, how they slept, how they ate. And I really didn't understand because at 5 years old, I thought everybody had homes. So I went home and asked my parents if we could give them all houses. We obviously couldn't do that. So they helped me come up with a different solution, and we thought of different things that we have on a daily basis that they don't have, and we came up with blessing bags.
It's a great program. I'm so impressed. You have any idea over the years how many bags you've distributed?
So my mom loves to say that I have done 38,000 blessing bags, but I like to round it up to 40,000.
You have a future in sales. So obviously COVID-19 has affected just about every corner of our community, including our homeless population. What are some of the things you're seeing out there?
A lot of homeless people are still out there and need to be helped. On the way here, I actually gave a blessing bag to a person who is still on the street, and it made me so glad, but at the same time, I was so curious why they're still out there. It's not safe for them, and it's not safe for anybody else.
And a big shout out, I want to acknowledge the mayor's leadership, but many of our hotels that have worked and stepped forward to help host and have some of the homeless and vulnerable populations in our hotel community. It's been a big contribution from our hotel community. Speaking of contributions, at a typical annual meeting we would charge a registration fee, and we had done that this year before life changed so dramatically, but we still have those registration dollars. So on behalf of all of us in the industry, on behalf of this year's champion, it's my honor to present you with a check for $6,000. And it's also hermetically sealed for safety. So $6,000 for you and your foundation. Congratulations.
You are amazing. Thank you so much.
Well, we think you're amazing. And again, you're a great example of what it is to give back, especially in these very challenging times.
I see like a little shade of downtown Chicago, the skyline, And I personally think that Chicago has the best skyline in the world. So this is amazing. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, again, congratulations, Jahkil Jackson. We're now going to transition to a more formal part of the program, but before we do, isn't that an amazing story? What we need is more Jahkil Jacksons in the world, wouldn't you agree? What a special story, what an inspiring young man. You can get involved, by the way. Just go Google and research Project I Am. Get involved, volunteer, do a blessing bag stuffing day. And in fact, a lot of people are in need in our community still to this day. So whatever you can do in your neighborhood, in your community, there are people out there who need us. So think with your heart as much as you can.